And welcome everyone to Three Guys Making Comics, the podcast that goes over the ups and the downs of the comic book creation process. This is episode number 17. I am David Omar Lopez. I am a comic book artist.
Hello, I'm ALberto Doriguzzi. I'm an Italian comic book artist. By day I work, but by night I dive into ink, paper, and screen doors like an old school maniac.
And my name is Lech Kaminski. I'm a comic book artist from Poland. And I'm just gonna let you guys do the talking.
Hey, it's fine, so I start this week. So first of all, let's just say that I'm finally working hard on issue 2. I mean, my blog is ended, so I find out that I wasn't very enthusiastic with the new issue because the single panels drawing wasn't very dynamic. So I make the what Jake Parker said, the list of cool. Do you remember list of cool? So I had a list of cool images, but I was so stupid that I never take a look to them. So I take them out and I watched. There were a lot of manga images, and with that I find new energy. So I erased a lot of stuff which I was always done back, yeah, and I made them again. And I can't I don't want to show anything right now because the issue is not completely. I'm in the health maybe, but I'm very happy now how is it moving on. And I had also a pair of new ideas for this issue which I like a lot, and I want just to add them, but it's too early. I just wanted to say the second point is that I worked this week on a cool trailer for David, and for his Three Planes project, which will start this week. What he will tell us more when his turn. Let me just share what I've done. Screen number 2. Let me see if I can just make something like this. Almost. Okay. Here are the vertical and the wide version. I'm showing them together because it's just cooler. You can see a bit of the difference. It was hard to make the second one because I started with an idea, a vertical idea, and then David remembered me that on Kickstarter you need a 16 by 9 version of the video. So I threw everything away and started again. First of all, let me just reduce a bit the music. Why I am doing this? Because I have made the trailer for my comic, Rocket Golf, and David liked it. Honestly, I honestly not a big fan of comic book trailers because I think they can give the wrong idea of the comic. But I told myself, okay, how should I show more of Rocket Golf online? How should I just keep people attention? I mean, with something, of course, with a trailer. And how usually makes people trailer? Just they animate stuff and use panels. So I said to myself, okay, let's try something. But I saw many of them, and I don't like them because usually they try to make the trailer something like a little cartoon, which is wrong for me because if you try to animate a part of the characters, like moving arms or legs, closing the eyes and stuff, I think you just lose the comic part, and you are finally expecting something a bit different from the final product, and you go out of the rails. Okay, so I use just panels and just move panels and add some effects here and there. And I thought the final effect was very good. David liked it, and he asked myself, why don't you? His friend made a video, but it has ups and downs. I mean, it was just a try. And after he saw my Rocket Golf video, he asked myself if he wanted to help, and I said, okay, why not? And because I like a lot of the art of David, and the idea to work on something from his stuff, I was very happy about it. So I analyze the panels, the structures, and try to give it a form and a connection between the panels. Because what's the problem? You should first of all make people excited about the project, but it must be clear. People must clear. You don't know about the story. You can put text on it, but for me, reading a trailer, it's okay. I mean, you can just put a sentence, which is a fine, that gives you a glimpse of what's going on. But it's better to show and don't tell, as they say, and uh, but trying to make the action in comic form just clear and create a sequence which people will see, will be maybe interested, and but they don't see just explosions, which are bad. Of course, I add some effect here and there. There's a transition right now on the right here when the old bridge died, which has some effect, which I change honestly, but David preferred this version, so I use it, and I agree at the end because it's cool to see this morphing effect, which I don't do. I mean, the program does it, so it's just ready to use. But I think at the end, the final effect is cool, and I'm happy with the trailer. I think it just give the comics the right direction. I mean, if someone see it, I think it can be happy. I mean, can be interested in the comic, or at least I hope so. And the second problem is making the wide video change it to a vertical video, which seems just like something, okay, let's make it vertical, but it's not that, because if you see right here, for example, we have just this part where you see the two faces that are moving vertical, but okay, it's cool, but here it works on the wider, it works in some ways. On the vertical, you don't have too much space, so you need to compress the image, and maybe there isn't enough of the top head of the bottom, so you need just to balance everything, right? And of course, sometimes it's cool to see faces on the left, faces on the right, in the middle the panel, but I can't do this I mean, I can try to do it on a vertical, but the space is not that much, so I just need to rework it. I just needed to rework it. And here's the same. This sequence, I'm very proud of this sequence. I think it makes really feel the intense of the scene. And how do I change it in a vertical? I just move. I reduce the pan. Sorry, here. Oops, here. I reduce the panel. I trying to show the face. Oops, and the that sequence. So you see that he's just screaming. There is some kind of blood energy here, and you see the man moving. So it's still clear, and in vertical on a phone it works very good, I think. And the same for the second part, which the girl is changing, and I like that I show a little bit of her mouth, so you can see that she's just screaming or speaking. I don't know, but I like the idea, and I think it works very well, and I hope it brings a lot of new followers to the Kickstarter.
I think
which,
it's
which,
it's doing that now.
oh,
Last time
cool.
I checked the numbers, they're getting up there because
They're
we're
getting
kind of we're kind of pushing this for the last 5 days before launch. And
okay.
the thing that you don't mention also is the fact
Yes.
that what I gave you was not like, here's my work files with the layer for the head, the layer for the guy's body. You're working with the flattened TIFF.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I haven't asked you like, because I don't also don't want to hear how much of a struggle it was to kind of cut out these images
Oh, yes. Yes.
from the
I
flat file and have them ready to kind of. So if maybe you want to just say a couple words about
yes. Yes. And
the
of course,
difficulty of that.
true. I completely forgot about. Yes. How did I work? I just take it on Photoshop and use just the lasso tool and cut stuff off. I add some black lines here and there. I try to be just on the right. I mean, even if they were just lines, It just needs to be on the same structure as the other ones, and I think it works very well. I add some black background here on the stars. Maybe if you have counted your stars here, where's the face? Wait, uh, here I added more. So sorry if I just
No,
add my.
it's fine, and maybe to give the audience a peek into something I didn't know. We're working with a colorist and a letterer who are very way beyond my year. I guess my would be like 2 years or something. They've been working for like 130 something years, and I didn't know that when you give them a file that has layers, or they 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 don't give you back a color
Okay.
file with every layer colored. It's like like they flatten the
Okay.
layers and then they do their coloring on that. Also, the
Okay.
letterer did that. So yeah, to give you what you needed for the trailer, there was no way to give you their work in prog. If they do have a
Okay.
file that has
Okay.
layers, that was in the delivery that was sent to us. And I didn't know that
Interesting.
until we got deliveries, that when you're not doing when I have a file, it's just hundreds of layers with this
Yes.
is the
Yes. Yes.
color, this is the line. So I could cut that out, but my
Exactly.
layers were only black and white inks. So
Okay.
you definitely had your work cut out for you. And I dread using the select tool, so thank you for going through that.
No, no, I use the select tool as a, I mean, it was my best friend, honestly. It was just cutting, pasting, and yes, and reproducing stuff that wasn't there, but it's just minimal stuff. And yes, I like it. And yes, I think and I learned a lot of stuff, honestly, also which is always a plus. I tried DaVinci Resolve, which is the software I used, and I find out some new stuff I didn't know. So I'm very happy about that, which is always a plus. I mean, knowing new stuff is good, right? So, and then last stuff, and then I will close everything. I just opened a new subscript, a new publication, as they say in Substack, which is called Blitz blah blah, where that will be just my diary to Rocket Golf and my other projects. I think I will make some videos here and there just to show stuff and.
Is that logo brand new? The
Yes, this
the
I made. Yes, this logo. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so now I'm gonna hire you for that. I'm just gonna have you do everything so well, logos and trade.
Oh,
I'm just
thank
like,
you.
you do all that stuff for the
No,
next.
I've tried to make it on my tablet so many times, and I hate them every time and again and again. But then I saw that Substack has just the logos are very little.
Yeah,
So I said, oh, I'm so stupid. Why I just taking time to make? I think it's just 10 pixels big, and you
it
can
looks
you
well. It looks really good. I'll let you continue.
yes,
I like it.
yes, but it's not very good. But I don't care because I saw that it's just little one. So I just and I what I just tweak was the font because I wanted that it must be clear when it's little. Of course, on the top left, it's not very clear, but it's clear enough. If you see it on the Substack app when you're just searching for new publications and stuff, and you see the logo, you can read it. So I'm fine with that. Yes, but and I changed the color with the blue because oh, the blue. Why is blue? Because when I draw on my tablet, I use for sketches always the blue, just because it's not that I select, but and I do the logo. Say okay, fuck, I use the blue, and now what I should okay, let's say let it blue and and use the blue, and I think it works, right? It's decent enough. So yes, now I need to write something every week, and I will make also a post about trailers and also about three planes because it was an interesting experience. So I mean, every week I will write something about my comics and what I'm doing because yes, the journey is made of a lot of stuff, and also working with other people is part of the journey, right? So subscribe.
So
And
I started doing. I mean, I had a newsletter type thing. But yeah, don't feel guilty if you don't do it for 3 weeks or so,
oh yes,
because I
I
told
know.
my last post was a very short newsletter because the post is like a newsletter. It goes out to people's
Yes,
emails.
exactly, exactly.
Uh, but if you do get back into like page stuff and all that, you kind of have to put it away. And I think you talked about Jake Parker, our old teacher. He also, his last post was like, sorry, I haven't talked to you in 5 months or so.
Yes,
So as an artist, people they will respect the fact that you have to take some time off from your weekly
yes, yes,
post to take care
true.
of stuff. But it's a nice way to talk to people and also practice your writing. And it's a good way for prepping for the podcast because you could have your script of what you're going to talk
True.
about.
Exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. My fear is just that I finish things to say at some point, because I thought when I finished the first issue of Rocket Golf, I said, okay, no problem. I have a lot of videos and I have a lot of stuff. And it's not true, because I finished stuff to share and now I'm here waiting to produce pages. Because yes, you need something to have to show and to say, and sometimes you don't have, and okay, that's life, exactly. And that's all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And I've already said, there's no more words I can say because I've already said on every piece of media, I've already said thank you enough for the trailers. They're great and
Oh yes, this is
uh,
this is a free collaboration. Why free? Because me and David and Lech. I mean, Lech was just the beginner of the podcast, so thanks to Lech to making this thing start. Yes, because that's true. And we just help each other with tips, tricks, links, read this, show this. And yes, yeah, I said to David, I want no problem. I just work for free. He will make me a page, a cover for Rocket Golf one day, and we
well,
will.
what the guys don't know is that I've known him for the last year and a half just for this just to ask him for a trailer. I was like, I saw some videos of Alberto's from 5 years ago, and I made my plan, my big master plan. No, but for everybody else out there, and I've as an artist, did offer Alberto part
Yes,
of our budget for that marketing stuff. So it's the offer is there, but he is nicely saying I have to
I mean, I
ink,
need money, and
I have to ink his
I'm not
message.
rich. I must be. I mean, you see my clothes. I mean,
Yeah.
but not that
None
money,
none
because
of us have, yeah, we're trying to make these comics happen
exactly, it's the
while not we're
supporting
starting
artists,
artists. The official.
supporting us. We are here for support each other, and I mean, and give just hit on the back and say good stuff, go on, and just, and sometimes you say, hey, it sucks, change it, because we are here to support each other, and that's my philosophy right now. I mean,
Uh,
of course, tomorrow if someone will ask me for a trailer, I say pay me, but not for Lech, of course. But I mean, between us, it's just the supportive group of the three guys making comics, which I'm very happy to help if I can. Hey, hey, and
but
we learn each other. I mean, that's the point, right?
but I
Yeah.
am inking 12 of his Rocket Golf 2 pages right now. I'm on page 6, so it's
Hey.
like hurry up.
Oh.
I made that trailer. I finished the trailer. You finished the pages. No, no, we're just helping each other. But everybody out there, if you do, like I say with commissions, uh, send us. Our DMs are open.
Yes.
If you need something, it is cash. Is preferred. But
And not from Krusty, but the good old Crash.
yeah. So
So
yeah, thank you again. Yeah.
I just wanted to add one thing. You said, Alberto, that you use blue, and the whole reason for myself using blue digitally now is just you. Like I didn't notice that it works so much better
Okay.
later on when you play with different things. Uh, so yeah, thanks for that. Because I always use black, like for in real life on
Okay.
paper it's always black, but now digitally only blue, and
Blue.
that's probably your comment like a half a
Okay.
year
Cool.
ago.
Nice. See.
We're learning a lot of
Exactly.
stuff.
Exactly.
This yeah.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the point.
But yeah, I'll move forward if that's okay, guys. Let's
Go.
see. I'm gonna share my screen sharing.
Oh
So
yeah.
we
Oh
start
yeah.
off by talking about Comics Flow. That's the app that you'll see us using if you see our past videos. We have 16 of them out there on YouTube, Substack. take a look. But we always show our work through Comics Flow, which is a great app just to organize, keep everything in order. The biggest thing that we like about it, or well, I guess personally, I like the ability to schedule out your deadlines or when you want to finish something, to kind of keep, like Alberto said, keep the software itself taps you on the back and says, keep going. You got this time to get this done. So I always play this tutorial, and everybody can go on there and see it themselves, but it's pretty much just a quick step through of what you can do on the app. So it's a great thing. I talk about it every week
Thank you.
because I really do like the drawings here. But on that note, drawings. I told the guys I'm everywhere right now because we're in the last few days before we launch as we're recording this, it is July 11th, and as you can see by the date, July 15th.
Da, da, da,
So
da.
I keep seeing that in my dreams, July 15th. That's my trailer of my brain. Anyway, yeah, Kickstarter. We are Three
Yeah.
Planes. That is, if you go on Kickstarter, you can search for Three Planes. If you don't see the URL on our socials, just, yeah, the number three, and then planes, as in interdimensional planes, which is what the book's about. And then we have our QR code that also takes you there. We have another not trailer, but preview of what another character that's in the book that also takes you to the same thing, the QR code, the Three Planes name. And these two are our protagonists. These guys are the ones that are on the good guy side for the one war that we'll be talking about in the book as it progresses, hopefully into issue 2, issue 3, and I think John went online on Substack and said he's ready for issue 100, and
Hey.
that didn't help with the pressure. It's like, come on, let's finish number 1 and get that out to everybody. On that note, that takes you to Kickstarter, all those things I talked about. I haven't refreshed it because I always like to refresh it live. So we had 114 last Saturday,
Okay.
and we refreshed to see that we are at 120.
Hey, nice.
So I think that's our.
Hey,
I'm very thankful for it, but I think the pattern is about 5 or 6 people a week, which I
okay.
think that's pretty average if you looked up Kickstarter for people that are smaller in the Kickstarter space. If they get followers in the 5 range per week, that's a good push, I think. So I'm very happy about that. And like we said, that this is launching on the 15th. We got some preview pages up there. We'll release some more stuff. But today I'm going to talk about, because I'm working on pages for the actual book that I can't show. I am going to talk about the Kickstarter. So the Kickstarter right now is not live. This is kind of like my preview of it. But when we get into tiers, we'll have our basic tiers like digital uh and like the basic version, then the deluxe version for digital and physical. But as you probably know, a lot of these comic book Kickstarters, they do offer original art or maybe other merchandise in these bigger packages. And we're going to be doing that with some of my art. If you know the way I talk about stuff in the episodes, I'm pretty much digital right now, just because it's a speedier way for me to get the book done. But I will be offering original art on this Kickstarter in one of those higher end packages. So we'll be doing a package for the bridge character, a pack, and I'll just show the characters. So there'll be a package for this character, the bridge. There'll be a package for the warrior, and you either pick a head sketch, which will kind of be this area, or you can get a full body, which will be the legs and the feet and all that, and the same for the warrior. So oh, and I wanted to show this. We have 4 days left of today. John made this cool image, and we're showing it around. But yeah, I'm gonna be showing right now the warrior character. So I did do some sketches to show what they'll look like, and this is the one for the warrior. So this is an actual sketch on paper, which I don't do often, but it's always fun to get the chance to. So for the head sketch, you'll get something like this. All the details of how to purchase it, what the cost is, what it comes with, will be revealed on the 15th. And you'll see this again there to give you, if you don't remember what it looks like. But this is a good example of what the head sketch will look like. And this is the warrior. You'll have an option to buy the bridge head sketch. And then on top of that, we'll have the warrior full body sketch, which that means you get kind of like an action pose, the whole suit, possibly some environment. Like in this scene, you need something where you can see where he's shifting his body
Yeah.
around. So you kind of get, I love making magnolia rocks. So that's a shadowy rock there. But yeah, this one is also digital. And if you zoom in, you'll see all the little specks of the scanning thing, kind of the pencil marks. Yeah, and the signature. So yeah, this is not digital at all. You can see some of the mistakes. I actually was talking to the guys, and I like seeing sketches that do show kind of the underlying uh either like Alberto said, like a blue pencil, or in this case just a basic
That's right.
lead pencil here. But yeah, that's what you can expect if you hit those tiers. And yeah, I'll be doing the sketches after I finish the book because the book is priority. But when it's in print and everything's done and it's getting the final colors on the last pages, um, yeah, I'll start doing whatever people, if whoever bought one of these, then I'll start working on them. But this is pretty close to the quality you'll see for the head sketches and the full body sketches. And I think next week I'll show an example of the bridge, uh, a head sketch and a body sketch. But that's pretty much it. I think I've talked enough about three planes, so I'll let go for now.
I think it's very stressful, right, to make a Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, like I was telling the guys, it's a team effort right now because it's John the writer and me the artist. But yeah, I give my salute to anybody who's just an artist writer trying to just organize everything themselves. And I can see why there's companies that exist like Backer Kit or other companies that take off a lot of the stressful pieces of the
Okay.
Kickstarter. But it doesn't take away the whole Kickstarter because you're still saying, here's my book, it's done. Will someone buy it? So that's the bigger umbrella
The
of
bigger part.
everything. Yeah. But thank you guys.
Thank you. Nice drawing as usual.
Thanks.
Yeah, as always. Like your drawings
Thanks.
are just so amazing that each time, even though I've seen them so many times, just wow.
I told the
did
guys if they said nice things about them, I would send them each.
No, it's not true. I
Yeah.
saw on a social every time people said good stuff. I mean, of course, no one write, hey, it sucks. But honestly, I say I saw always only good stuff, and it's true. I mean, your art is good. Your art is good.
Thank you.
Be honest here.
So my time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just wanted to share quickly.
What three planes thing are you gonna not just
So, I just wanted to tell people that I'm not making a single comic. I jump around and also do a bit of fun stuff for myself. So there's one that I started called Isekai Thief Possessions, which is a prequel to Isekai Thief Constant Isekai. There's also a Grand Rat, which I haven't shown anyone because it's just sketches at the moment.
Okay.
This is the collaboration project for three guys making comics. The one with barbarians slaughtering people is called Journeys.
Which we have seen some pages,
Ye-
cool
Yeah,
pages.
usually like for the last month or so, this is what people would have seen. Uh, Today I started another one, No Monsters Inside, which I'm not gonna show today,
Okay.
probably just next week. And today I wanted to show the Private Eye, which is pages. So what I did is I just took my smartphone because that's the way I sketched recently. I
Okay.
just take my smartphone and on whatever app, usually on
Sketchpad.
sketch
Sketchbook.
sketchbook. Yeah, I think it's a free Autodesk application for the smartphone. I just do stuff and see if it works for myself. So this is the first sketch. Wanted the Private Eye, with a lady like maybe a dancer, go dancer, and then the next day or maybe the same day, I'm not sure. I thought that it would be better if we lowered, like it's meant to be film noir, so a lowered perspective, lowered horizon. And then I shared it with Alberto and David, and Alberto just commented on it and spot on. Like this is too how, well, boring. This is just too linear. And also, Alberto noticed that it would be better if we got rid of the guy at the back, but also just added more black to the side of it, of the main character.
True.
So that's what I did, and yeah, and I don't have this one for some reason, but I did that anyway. Started doing it on paper because I haven't done something on paper for some time now.
Cool.
And this is the progress. This is the final sketch in pencil. And now this is what it looks like when it's all appropriately inked. But you can see, everyone, that blacks are never totally black. It's just, there's, you have to lie like 2 or 3 layers of black for it to actually
Make
turn
black.
out, yeah, completely black.
True.
But well, after scanning, what you do is just use the levels. I know what it's called, curve,
Yes, yes. Yes.
bar,
Curve.
whatever. Make blacks more black and make whites more white, and this way you end up with a pretty clear final drawing. However, it's not exactly the
Okay.
same as I have in my
And
hand, because the paper I used, and I just didn't notice, it's kind of yellowy. So the
okay.
original art is
Okay.
yellowy, but that wasn't the purpose. It was meant to be white. That's just my error. So yeah, that's what I did this week, and that's part of the fun. But also, this is a concept for a character, for a comic book character. And if someone is into Lovecraft, then they will notice a bit of a squiggly smoke over here, just to add that kind of color of I don't
Cthulhu.
know how to pronounce it.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. It's hard to pronounce. A monster somewhere here. Yeah,
Nice.
and that's it. That's it for me.
So yeah, yes.
Oh. Thank you.
Well,
Oh,
you have way more projects than
yes, exactly.
I
What
do.
to say.
So it's always good to see like what you're working on there, because I think we jump around a lot. So that's always cool. How many did you have up there? It's like 7, and maybe some are just illustrations.
The actual projects, just bear with me. I'll have a look, because I don't keep track of them.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, we just make up a bunch of new stories. And
4, 5, 6
Oh,
actual projects plus the collaboration one.
oh
okay.
well, 7. Yeah.
Man, a lot. But I guess I have the same feeling. Sometimes you are on something and wants to draw something else, right? Or just get bored of it. And yes, yes.
Yeah, I showed the guys that I keep these binders with like plastic sheets where I just everything I sketch, I try to categorize it. And if you look at it, it's just like idea for wrestler comic, idea for this. and you don't know what it looks like, but you just keep track of things, and hopefully at a certain point you get the time to go, okay, let's see which one is interesting for my next project. So
It's
I'm
true.
trying to keep it organized like that, but I know, Alberto, you kind of have a stack of
Yes,
sketches.
me. I have to. I copy a bit of it. I just prepare some books
Yeah.
with sketches. But honestly, the idea is just that I have always a new one I wanted to
Hmm.
add.
Yeah. I think that's the
And
difference between yeah, you just gotta to finish a comic, you gotta choose the comic. But
exactly.
or for me, I got hired to do a comic, and now I'm doing a
Yes, you
comic.
must be
So
very strong, right?
yeah,
Yes. Or you
so
must you just have just a deadline that it's just you
yeah,
must.
deadlines are something, but they also get you on track. So,
Yes, exactly. It gets you on track. Exactly.
Yeah.
but thank you.
For me, it actually works better to jump around because it just gets me motivated. And
Nice.
sometimes what I figure out in one comic helps me in another one. And I
Okay.
already know that even though I've corrected these freaking pages in my thief, the constant isekai thief, I know some of them I will yet again redraw because I can't stand the way they look compared
Okay.
to, let's say, Barbarian one. So, yes, but all in all, it's because of ambition and kind of constant improvement that I will need to do that. But that's also a proof that the improvement have actually
It's,
happened.
yes, of course. Of course. Interesting. Interesting.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll shut up now.
So I should try also the jump on project and never finish something.
No,
I will
that's
kill
a good
myself.
way. That's a
No,
good
no,
way
I
to
agree. I agree. I
create
agree.
several demos.
Exactly. We have more
I think
stuff. I
that's
mean,
why I think that's why editors exist at
yes,
publishers.
exactly.
Their job is to tell us, yeah, it's your 9 projects are great, but we need to sell one. We need to put one on the stands. So deadlines and editors much needed, but
Yes.
also a pain in our a pain in our butt. And at that point, no editor is gonna hire me now.
Yes, true,
But
true.
on that note, I did want to I forgot to show that
Yes.
they
Oh,
are
yes.
physical. They are physical drawings that exist in real life. So
Good stuff. It's
I
true,
don't.
so it's not a lie.
Yeah, it's like don't come at me with comments. Yeah, that
Yes,
it's ink.
nice,
I'm trying to
nice.
be careful in case I smear it, but yeah, that's it.
Fine, fine. So I think that's all for today, right, guys?
Yeah.
Perfect. So as usual, people, love your pets, read more comics, like and follow us here and everywhere else. And we will see us next week as usual. See
Yeah.
ya.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
Ding.